So I'm heading home after 8 weeks away. Let's go. Hey guys, well, last night I got back to living the dream and supposed to go back in the water in a week's time. I don't think that's going to happen, but I'll just show you what the boat's looking like, and I'm living back on board again now. So, the repairs have all been done, and so all this cabinetry floor, this was all ripped out. I didn't video it because I wasn't here, but so this is all being rebuilt again. So I just want to remember that big crack here, still being put back together, but I'm just going to grab you a torch and show you some of the repairs. That there, do you remember those things? They were, wow, look at that. So, and you can see them, so all the way along, they were all cracked. Now, if you don't know, I mean, I'm no expert, but you got the hull going this way. So let's say that's the hull. There's another hull here, right? There's things that go this way, and these all cracked along here. Now they were actually just, the stringers were just stuck in a big chunk of glue. And Kurt, the repairer, just said, you know, it's not, it's a production boat, right? And I'm sure it's strong, but that repair is, that's been glassed in there. All the stringers are glassed in, so really strong. The problem is the other hull, the port hull, won't be as strong as the starboard hull. It doesn't make any difference. These boats are built tough, but it would be great to have the other hull all fiberglassed as well as what this has been done. So the repair is far exceeding the manufacturer's recommendation, which is great. So that's all been done. So the hardest bit about the repair was pulling all of this cabinetry out and putting it all back together. So I'm hoping that'll be done in a day or two. So that's the inside. Now so at the moment I'm living on here. There's actually no engines. The engines and one of the sail drives. I mean, look at this. So I'll just show you. So because the rudders took such a beating, what Kurt did as a precaution, and because it needed it, is that the motor's gone. So the good thing is the motors have had what's called a birthday. So the motors have been pulled out. It's the reason why I did that is because it's very hard to get to parts of the motor. So if you're going to have the motors pulled out, you might as well get them looked at properly, which I've had done. So you can see here the rudder. This has all been refiberglassed. Now I've also had underwater lights put in. You can see one there, and there's one here. These lights were over $1,000 each, plus installation. So 6 lights there, $7,000 just for the cost of the lights. Installs probably a couple of $1,000 plus wiring in. So the other engine bay will be similar. Let's go outside and have a look what's been done. The motors can't go back in yet because we're waiting for a part for the sail drive to come. So no motors means I've got no water, no taps on board. It's annoying, but so remember the rudders that were smashed up? So rather than order new ones from France, which would have taken ages to get, Kurt, they've made brand new ones. And here they are. So these are the lights. 1, 2, 1, 2. Another one here. As you can see, all the anti-fouls been done. Just repairs fixed up. Okay, what else got fixed was this forebeam. All got damaged, and the anchor roller, I think that's what it's called, whatever it is, all got bent and twisted. So we're getting a new forebeam. That's actually 20 grand just for that forebeam and for that to be fitted. So we're still waiting for that. That's going to be delayed. Unfortunately, the only thing that's really going to be delayed. So what's probably going to happen is I'm going to have to go back into the water rather than stay on the hard stand, because it is hard just living on the hard. and then then they can actually fit the forebeam alongside. I won't have to come out again. And the good thing is, whilst I wait for the forebeam, I'll be able to test the motors, test the electrics, because everything's been pulled out of this boat and been re-put back in. I've also got new sails. Once I go back in the water, the sails can be fitted. So I'm really going to have a new boat. Motors will be like new, electrics will be like new. The hulls are all good. The sail drives will all be good. I'll be ready to go international. I've had to have the boat registered internationally. That was a pain in the ass, but that's nearly done. It's not as simple as just sailing to the Bahamas. There's a lot. But the boat, I've got new Starlink coming because that got broken. And how's this for an iconic shot? So we've just got to have living the dream. So we've just got to have Marine One lifted onto the boat. No, that's not going to happen. I know some people would like that to happen. Yeah, it's a little bit exciting, but still seems to be quite a lot to be done. Next destination will be the Whitsundays. After the Whitsundays, it will be around the top of Australia towards Darwin, from Darwin to Indonesia. And that'll be the first country that I go to on my way to the Bahamas.
Right, you wouldn't be worried about trying to fucking preserve the straps. You just cut the fucking thing with a knife.
I know.
Like, quite seriously.
There's no fucking safety.
Are you stressed, James?
Not at all, mate.
Well, you seem it.
Do I? I'm sorry.
Okay, so what are we doing?
We're undoing the life raft here.
So another boat job, just taking the life raft off with James. And I'll take that in next week, get it serviced, as opposed to buying a new one. I'll see what the difference is. This is an 8-man, and yeah, just another boat job, another thing to do, to check, get it stamped, be good for 3 years. Hopefully I never have to use it, but if I do have to use it, at least I know it's gonna work. So we've been able to take it's an 8-seater life raft. It's actually got an EPIRB, and we just look here. James was able to, how heavy is it? What do you reckon it weighs? 60 kilos?
Yeah, gotta be.
60? So the last time it was serviced was in 2019. So we're in 2025. So it's an 8-seater, some instructions on how to use it, made in 2016. So yeah, we'll get this, hopefully be able to get it serviced and not have to buy a new one. The new one's about 4,000, and that's the painter. So you rip that and that'll pop up, yeah?
Yeah, so when it's on the boat, that's tied to the boat, and when you release the straps and push it off, it goes bang and it all just blows up.
So it's actually good to take it off and know how to use it. So I've got this in place now. Sorry, I'm just filming, don't worry about it. So they've put pretty much it back together. You can see, and they've told me there's a company that all they do is they come through and they silicon up. Once repairs have been done, they silicon everything up. So she'll come through and any crack, any join will all be siliconed up. Slowly coming together. It's tough. I think it's been 5 months now since I left work, and yeah, it's some days it's really hard. I think, what have I done? Like, man, should just be in a house, you know, tonight you should be preparing dinner and get ready to watch a movie. And I'm preparing a yacht to sail around the world. And I never really sailed before, you know. In fact, my first attempt, I just ran it into an island. But I got a new bed. So, yeah, feel a bit scared, feel a bit excited, feel a bit lost. I just have to remember that the only thing we have is today. Like, I woke up this morning, which was a blessing. Everything from that is a bonus, right? Tonight I'll go to bed and I've completed a full day. And today I've not hurt anyone or done anything, you know. I've been positive, and anyone I've met, I've tried to be upbeat. And, you know, I got my new life raft today, which is a sensible thing to do. And, yeah, just putting my home back together, which is, I've gone from a 40 square home to about a 1 square home. And everything is on board that I need to live and sustain life, which is kind of weird. I've been such a materialistic man my whole life, and now it's all dissipating. It's just becoming more about time's running out and a sense of urgency to do as much as I can. I'm missing my kids at the moment. Just when they're little, it goes so quick, and when you're a young dad, you kind of take a lot for granted. It's when you become older and I guess wiser that you look back and think they were the best days of my life, and they were. And yeah, Harry and Daisy, I'm so proud of them. And yeah, as a dad, you just want your kids to be proud of you. You know, it goes unsaid that I'm proud of my kids, but you know, sometimes I think I haven't been the greatest father. You know, I've made some big mistakes. Didn't mean to make mistakes, but you make mistakes being a human being. And, you know, I just want the best for my kids, you know. Another day on the hard. They're putting the old front beam back on because the new one's not ready. It's no one's fault. It's just one of the fabricators let down Kurt. So I'm going to be going back to the water. But today apparently there's going to be cleaners coming through the boat. But I just want to tell you about a crisis that I have, and I don't know how to figure this out, but like, I don't know whether to get out a measuring tape, but how the fuck do you put a doona, that part, back on that part? Because you don't know, like, which is the, like, what's the long way? Is that the long way? Like, does it go that way? And like, every time I put it out, it looks square. I'm looking for a rectangle shape, but I can't marry that with that. And it's very, very annoying. But anyway, it's just part of boat life, you know, putting your doona on. Like, I don't know how it goes. It's just fucking annoying. Okay, so something's happening to the boat today. I've made a massive change to the boat, which is gonna changes kind of everything. I'm gonna get the boat wrapped. So I've got to pull these decals off, and I'm getting the majority of the hull wrapped. So I'm going to go black, light grey, up to the shadow lines, and then white. And the thing is with boats is you're always polishing them. They're always getting shit on. And look, a wrap will last 5 or 6 years if you look after it on a boat. So the colour I've picked, what colour is it? It's Cody, isn't it?
It's just over here, yeah, it is.
Cody.
It's just over here on the table.
They're called satin white aluminium. And you think that won't break down too quick?
Nah, it should be fine.
And if I look after it, I should get probably 5 years at least? Yeah, maybe a bit more if I...
Yeah.
Yep. So another thing's happening today on the hard stand is this car, this Mercedes-Benz with 39,000 Ks on it. I actually sold it today to a wholesaler. And it's confronting. Like, as of next Wednesday, I don't have a car. So today I'm getting the tender picked up, and the guys at, I think, Northfield, they're going to tell me when they get here, but they're going to repair that, and they're going to actually repair this, and they're going to service the motor. So that's the 2-stroke Enduro, which is a great motor, but it probably hasn't been serviced for a long time, and at times it is a pain in the ass to start. I've got Chris from Northside Marina.
Hey,
is it? No, it's Northside
Marine.
Marina. and he's kindly picking up the tender because I wrecked it, and they're gonna repair that. Well, you're not going to, you're gonna send it off to be...
Yeah, we're gonna get new handle and get that little patch touched up.
That patch.
So Inflatable Boat Services is gonna do that for you.
Yep. Have you had many people like rip... Have you seen much of that before?
No, you're our first one.
Oh, really?
You're the first one.
Well, that happens all the time. Everyone says, oh, we've never seen that before.
Yeah, no, it's all brand new. So
just another day on the hard. This is how we roll. Rain, hail, or shine. I'm just looking at my new motors. Are these them here?
no.
Well, you guys did a great job. So it's called giving them a birthday, isn't it? Is that what you call it?
Yep. So
So Tim's, tell me what you've done. You go for it.
all right. So basically, you had a large salt water leak on both sides of the engines.
Yep. From
That-
here.
Yeah, that was being caused from your seawater pump.
Yep.
So basically, the mechanical seal had failed, and it was just atomizing salt water everywhere.
Yep.
So that was step one. So we've replaced that salt water pump.
Yep.
The cost in rebuilding these little pumps compared to full replacements just outweighs it.
Yep.
So now you've got brand new pumps on both engines.
Yep.
When we did that, obviously you had a heap of surface rust here.
Yep.
Belt dust everywhere over the front of the engines, and they were just in a bit of a disrepair.
Yep.
So all pulleys were removed.
Yep.
Crankshaft pulley needed to be sandblasted back and painted.
Yep.
So behind that crankshaft pulley, all the timing case, everything was degreased, masked up and painted.
Yep.
So you got 2 coats of paint on all that.
Yep.
New belts,
Yep.
fresh paint all over the engine block and behind auxiliary systems.
Yep.
Then the engine was redressed.
Yep.
So redressing means all your hoses go back on,
Yep.
wiring harness goes back on, fuel filters replaced.
So diesel plate and an oil and a service. Yep.
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah. So your secondary fuel filter was replaced, and obviously oil and oil filter.
New engine mounts.
Yeah, so your engine mounts had actually failed.
Yep.
So there was no support whatsoever, so the engines were wobbling quite a bit.
I knew that they were pretty rusted out. Yep.
So we've got brand new engine mounts. All parts are used, genuine Yanmar parts.
Yep.
Both engines are now ready for reinstallation.
Okay.
Then they'll be lifted up, put back into the engine room, connected to the sail drives, make sure everything's correct. Engine mounts secured to the beds appropriately, and then replumbed up. So your fuel systems, water systems, power systems, and then you'll be ready to go.
So what's happening today is the decals are getting stripped off, and Joe, the legendary detailer, here he is, the man that doesn't like to be filmed. You don't like to be filmed, do you?
No.
No. But he's prepping the boat ready for the wrap. It's going to be wrapped tomorrow. Big part of boat life, and people skip this part, but it's actually maintaining your coffee machine. And today we've got the legendary sail trainer Todd. He's the guy that's nearly crashed my boat a number of times. And he did actually hit a fire hydrant once and just took off. And
I was setting you up for the.
Hey?
I was setting you up for the final.
he came in to dock my boat for the first time, and then afterwards there's this fire hydrant going off, and he said, "Did we do that?" And then he goes, "No, we didn't do it." And then I looked at my boat, and there was a big red line of fire on my paint. But we won't.
Just
Talk,
keep
we won't.
going.
We won't.
Don't
We won't put that in, will we?
No.
Yeah. Didn't you say just keep going, don't stop?
Yeah, so don't go back.
Like an absolute professional. Todd, didn't you launch my Code Zero in like 20 knot winds and then pretend it wasn't 20 knots? Hey.
Well, it
And
was
didn't
the day we had to do it. So.
And didn't you blow a hole in
Had
it
to
straight
put
away
that
and
in,
rip the
no.
furling line off?
Well,
Yeah. Okay, it's all happening today. We've got the motors going back in, which is exciting. Look how clean that engine bay is. So where the rudder stocks were, look at this. This has all been re-glassed. Jeez, the motors look so little like that, don't they? Out of the boat, they look tiny. I can see the new engine brackets, mounts. New mounts right there, look at that. Have you done this before?
Yeah. Many times.
Sorry mate, I'm just having fun, you know. If you're gonna punch me, can you give me warning?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, thanks.
Down.
How's it going, Joe?
that's good, mate.
So you're just getting all the residue off,
Just getting all the little bit
ready for the wrap.
ready for the wrap.
So the boat's changing again. So another day on the hard stand, another day spending money. Today the boat gets wrapped. It's Sean, yeah? This is come, got the sun over here, mate. Got the sun over. It's about lighting. Come around this way, yeah, around this way. I just want to get your best. How long have you been rapping for?
Since I walked out of school, I think.
Yeah. And have you had any hits? Are you undercover?
No.
Are you part of... Does Sicario mean anything to you?
No.
Wow. This looks good, huh? It will look good. So I haven't seen Sherman for nearly 9 weeks. He's just been dropped off, so I'm going to see him now. Shit, don't worry about that. Bring him into the light. Look, hey, it's me. Hello. Hello. Look at your little... Oh, you're so kind.
Look at the jacket.
You're back, mate, hey? You're back on the boat. This lovely lady has looked after Sherman for 8 or 9 weeks now. And Liam, come in here. Just come in here. Come on. And this is Liam. And they're fans of the vlog. I met you, how long ago did I meet you? 5
years ago.
About 5 years ago?
Yep.
And they live in Brisbane, and they're just helping me out so much. She's such a good woman. Thank you. You're very kind. Thank you. Are we friends? So just a bit of an update. Tomorrow I'm going back in the water, so things are getting real. Just waiting for that beam. It's going to be 2 or 3 weeks away, so as I said, just got to hang around. The waterways of Brisbane, but good, as I've said, you know, good time to test the motors. Next week going to get the sails fitted. Yeah, got the heater on. It's cold in Brisbane at the moment. Yeah, I haven't filmed it, but I've had a bit of a meltdown over the last couple of days, just coming to terms with everything. But you know what, you have a sleep and you feel a bit better and you get a bit of clarity. Yeah, kind of leaving Australia for good, right? An adventure. It's like I don't exactly know where I'm going. I just know I'm leaving the country. So the goal is the Bahamas. That's the goal. Don't have a time limit, don't know how long for, don't know who with. Would be nice to share the journey with someone, but from day one I called it, you know, sailing single-handed to the Bahamas. That means single-handed, you know, so yeah, it's living in my own skin, which people say that they do all the time, but do they really? Like, you know, try and be alone for a long time. It's intense. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm actually just trying to be a better human being. Yeah. It's the... Just show you outside on the hard stand again, which is pretty brutal. I don't care what anyone says, it's shit. But let's just have a look at the wrap, because I've ordered new decals and they've got to go over the top of the wrap. Let's have a look. So the boat looks a bit naked. It's a satin silver. But when it's got the black sails up, it all should work. You can see the... Let's look at it from back here. I think once the round decals are on and the Living the Dream name is on, it's going to look awesome. But pretty happy with that. It's cold. New rudders. Getting the The tender comes back today, that'll be repaired. Just lots of things to do to keep the boat operational. So I just went for a run. Got to prioritise my mental health when you're sailing alone and spending a lot of time alone, which I am. But today, before I go back in, my pumps, my bilge pumps, don't have a float switch on them. I don't know why they don't have a float switch. So what happens is if the bilge fills up with water, you don't know, and that is a big hazard. That is very dangerous. So I'm going to get new ones fitted, and let's say are there. I got an email today, and I have to thank Gary and Leanne. They're the couple that had the Lagoon 450. Leanne has done all this work and Gary's helped her, but Leanne, it is a big deal to register an Australian boat internationally. It means unless you have an internationally registered boat, you can't sail internationally. And today, after probably 6 weeks, and Leanne doing all this stuff, good morning, I'm pleased to advise you that the registration certificate of Living the Dream 333 has now been issued. We're one step closer to the Bahamas, one step closer. So I just bought 2 new automated bilge pumps. They're bigger, $1,100, but for only $70. The plumber came today, and guess what? I now have I've got hot water. He's fixed it for $70. So a lot happening today, and just looking at the motors, which are back in fully, and Kurt has they've done such a good job. You can see the lights in there, the new engine mounts, they were all, I mean, look, I've often thought that the old owners have probably watched the vlog and just saw this guy that, I mean, they would remember me from the first day I looked at it. I mean, I didn't know which side of I remember the guy who let me steer this boat, and I didn't even know what side of the waterway you had to be on. I mean, I knew nothing, and I'm slowly hoping he's seeing the transition of the boat becoming better, stronger than ever, looking good, and I'm investing money in it, you know, and these are all new arm. I mean, I'm looking after the boat. I mean, I've had some hiccups, but I'm looking after the boat. So another upgrade, I'm putting some LED lighting, 10 meters of it all the way around. So this is what happened. So I went to peel the backing off, and I'm like, well, it doesn't stick. And then I've ripped all the adhesive off, so I've fucked it. I just might have to super glue it to the wood. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but fuck. So I've just plugged in the lights. Wow. This is going to look at that. This is going to look awesome. I'm very happy. I did that all myself, and it's not easy to do that stuff. Like, you know, you watch YouTube vlogs, you study books, and then what you're seeing is the end result of a whole lot of mate, what is your problem? Huh? Boom. Boom. So this morning's supposed to be going back in the water, but they've just cranked up the motor for the first time. They're running. So there's water. Oh yeah. So a bit of a change of plan today. We're going back in the water, but I didn't know that there's going to be no anchor fitted, so I won't be anchoring anywhere. So I've just booked into a marina for a month, and hopefully in that month I'll be maybe only 2 or 3 weeks, but at least the sails will start going on today, and yeah, no anchor, so I can't actually go anywhere. So just getting the boat all ready, gonna see if the engines work, see if the sail drive works, and so we've got the old 4. This is the thing we're waiting on, this beam here. So that's a new 4 beam with new rollers coming. So I've got no anchor, that's why I can't anchor. So I've got the fenders ready. We're gonna come in on a starboard side. I'm gonna have to reverse into this place. This will be interesting. Hopefully I won't wreck my wrap. I don't know why I'm laughing. So we're just gonna test the new bilge pumps to see if they automatically come on, because if I hit a reef in the middle of the night and I'm sleeping, I wanna know that these things will work. So we should be able to pour water onto it. All right, let's pour some water in. It should kick on, yeah? All right, here we go. Hey! It's working! I accidentally poured water all over my boat though as well. All right, so now that's good. And that'll just turn off, will it? Yeah. So mental note, Danny, just keep it to starboard green, and they're both set automatically, don't need to touch them. How are you, mate?
Mate, how are you?
See ya.
You too.
All done?
You too. All done, cleaned and ready to go.
Oh, new handle, look at this. Thank you so much.
No worries. Yeah. Giving it a wash, cleaned the tubes, got all the sand out.
Chris has bought me some gifts.
Highfield hats.
Highfield hat.
Got the Yamaha sharks, blow up sharks to float around at the beach.
So we're about to be lifted. I've got alarms going off. The Victron inverter's not working. The winches aren't working. It's a lot of shit not working. It's been sitting for a couple of months. It's to be expected, but yeah, it's all happening, but nothing's working. But anyway, it'll all be sorted out. Here we go, back in the water after 2 or 3 months. So I'm overwhelmed at the moment. I've wrapped the rope around the winch, it's not working. Nothing's working on board, but it'll be fixed, but it's very, it's quite stressful. I've just got to tell myself that this will all be a distant memory, and this is like, you know, I'm stressed. It's a first world problem, I say it all the time. Most of my sailing time has been on the hard, and all right, buddy, we're gonna get back on our home soon and get you on those beach walks, hey? So there was smoke coming out of the engine bay with the electrics. All the electrics have gone off. So there's a sparky on the way down. It's a problem. Okay, we have no power, but we're taking off. The guys are doing the new sails. First time I've driven a boat for like 10 weeks. I didn't even know, do you stay on the left or the right, port to port? I just got so confused driving it. But the sail drive's working, and I nearly passed out, to be honest. No power, but the motors are good at this point. Steering's a bit off, but Kurt said we'll just adjust that. Part of the puzzle is we're back in the water, and it's just inch by inch, it's a cinch, you know? Sherman's had some steroid shots for his arthritis. He's pretty bad. He's got to drop some weight. Kurt was just saying, like, really feeling for him, like what a job he's got, kind of project managing, being the owner of the business. He was just saying that's why we charge, because we need a contingency, because, you know, electrics go, motor won't start, you got to bring back the people. Where's my boat? Come on, buddy. Sherman's really slowing down at the moment. It's going to break my heart. Pain doesn't kill you, right? Just got to feel it, and then it does pass. They're definitely black, aren't they, guys?
Black.
And if these got a bit of, what are they made out of? Pro radial. Pro radial. And this is guaranteed to get me an extra 3 or 4 knots? shore power's working good. And he's just found a loose cable, the Sparky has, and he's going to speak to the mechanic to see what's going on, because when we disconnect there's issues, but it's to be expected. But look, it's just having one of those days where just all day long I woke up and just thought, it's such a change of life, you know. I think it's really starting to hit me now. Anyway, we'll get through it. It's no big deal. The main's going up for the first time. The pirate ship. So what's your name again? Sean's coming here to fit the you did the window tint. Is that alright for film here?
Yep.
Sean, this is the guy that did my wrap. This is Sean. He's the man. So the main's all the way up. Wow, that's so that you're happy with that all fits properly?
Yeah, very happy. Very happy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's
Yeah.
Just got off the hard stand, and I've got the guy next to me using a sander 24/7. It's awesome. It's on his boat. Just thought I'd have a whinge about that. I'm fucking hating being here. I'm glad that guy's got a sander next to me. I wonder he's probably going to sand his whole boat. So the windows are tinted. How good does that look? Got my dinner. Sherman's been fed. Hey mate. And that makes me feel happy. And then you've got outside lights. Let's turn them on. So first time I'm going to see my outside lights underwater. So, oh, whoa! It's been a tough day. I just hit a wall, being honest. And I hate people that comment and say, "Oh, you know, no one says that I have first world problems more than me," but you know, I've just had a day where I felt incredibly lonely, and I have friends to call on. I've had to speak to people today just to, I thought I was going to an anchorage, and I've ended up being tied up alongside. But yeah, it's tomorrow I'll get up and I'll go to the beach and go for a run, and but I'll be honest, I've had a day where I've just thought, what am I doing? What have I done? It's probably the worst day I've had. I've spoken to lots of people today, and I've actually had to hide how bad I am. Like, I felt like I should probably go to hospital. I would have had a bath with the toaster, but I don't have a bath, and my toaster, the power's not working on the boat, so I can't even electrocute myself. But anyway, I pushed through it. You know what? If you think it's a setback, just wait for the comeback. But what I've learned is how I feel today isn't a true reflection of how I always feel. And the problem with me is that when I have a down day, I say to myself, my life's always been this way, and it will always be this way. But I know I can wake up tomorrow and have a totally different mindset, So a lot of change, and a lot of change in my life, a lot of uncertainty. I'm supposed to be sailing the Bahamas. Like, I can't even get out of Brisbane without destroying my yacht. I don't even really know where the Bahamas is. It's you got to go through the Med, but it's a long way away. The very first vlog I did, I sat here and I sang, "Oh, by myself." That was 8 months ago, and I remember saying, "What am I doing? Like, what am I doing?" And and I'm 8 months into it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm still, what am I doing? But life is a different life. I'm telling you right now, it is. Wow. People reach out and go, "Oh, I'm here for you, Danny. I don't need that." And I respect that, and I'm grateful for people. But I have friends. I have a tight, close-knit circle of friends. But it's the isolation. for me. And I'm sure that one day I'll find a partner, one that I'm compatible with, and I would never use my channel ever to talk about anyone in a negative way. I'm just not great, you know, I just haven't met my person, I guess. The problem I've had most of my life is that I have an incredibly high expectation of myself. I've been an overachiever my whole life. I expect everybody to live up to my expectations, and they never do. And then I find fault with them, and it's shit. It's shit to be with a guy like me. Not all the time, but you know, so that's something that I'm still trying to change about myself at the age of 53. Anybody that's self-absorbed is miserable, and you know, so keeping busy, keeping active. I've got to find routine. You have to help yourself. I'm going to the beach tomorrow. I'm going for a run for an hour. That's how I'm going to start my day. Every day I'm going to start my day with an hour of just exercise. So just another issue, I've got this bin and these little bugs keep flying around it. Like, I don't even know where they come from, and I don't have any Aerogard or... So I've got this stuff, it's antiseptic. Oh shit, it's a cream. Oh fuck, I can't even spray them. You've rubbed this on yourself. The truth is, when I talk about loneliness, if I'm going to be honest, it's actually about not being with someone. It's actually about being single. And oh my god, mate, I'm having a one-on-one with the camera. Mate, mate, it's so rude. What do you want? Mate, you know what you can have? Here you go, mate. I don't mean to be a bastard about it, but here you go. Here you go. You got those. Yeah. Yeah. Guess what? You've got no hands. Huh? You know what I've got? I've got hands and you don't. Being single in your own skin and not having a partner, or not settling for someone you're not compatible with, that's more it, is hard. That's hard. Nobody wants to be in their 50s. Oh my god! What is your problem? What do you want? Fucking dog. It's a free bulldog. Mate, you know what? You know what? No. Stop it. Just me and Sherman, we're lovers. We're in love. That's the bottom line, and I'm lucky that I have him. Mate, I don't even know what you want. No, it's because I'm eating. No, it's my food. So what I'm trying to say is, before Sherman interrupted, was, is it freedom I have? Or is it loneliness? Some days it's freedom, being alone, accountable to no one but yourself. And other days it's torment. It's torture being alone for a guy like me. So, I just have to have faith that things will evolve, not in my time, but in... I get judged on my vlog. I've got people that love me and I've got a few people that hate me, but I think the people that hate me can't handle the fact that I can be honest about myself and leave myself open for judgment, because I'm what people would perceive as being successful, you know. I've retired, I don't live on the government, I've helped raise 2 beautiful kids, I don't hurt anyone, I don't have a criminal record, I published a book, you know, I've done many things. I don't know where I'm headed with this story. I think it just went into ego. But yeah, the question is, freedom, is it freedom or is it loneliness? My problem is, just because I'm having a lonely day doesn't mean I've had a lonely life, and I haven't. But my head can, and my therapist, Chris Mackey, who was killed on December the 12th last year, and anyone knows me well knows that Chris has been a big part of my life, and he was just killed out of nowhere. But he would always say, Danny, whenever you're very pragmatic, he'd always say, just when you run down, when you're tired, when you're emotionally exhausted, your thinking will be over-exaggerated. Your emotions will be over-exaggerated. They're not level. They're just... So I have Chris, even though Chris has passed away now. His voice is in my head, you know. So yeah, I'm just to let you know, I'm on no medication. Not if you're on medication, that's good for you. Like, there's no judgment from me, but I've been on medication a lot. I've not been on any medication for maybe 4 years. And yeah, it's tough some days because I'm not level, I'm that. But I kind of like who I am. For me, medication turns everything into black and white, where when I'm not on medication, everything is in full colour, you know. So that's just a bit about me personally.
So I just want to say that feeling 100% better today. It's peaks and troughs. Had 3 coffees. I've been up since 1:30 a.m. Fell asleep at 7:30. The car gets sold today. It goes today. So I'm carless. Just charging my scooter. Had 4 cups of coffee. And the dog's about to go for a walk. Going for a walk, hey? And still sanding, but it's the way it is. So Sean has just put on the new logos, which are the same but different colours. Check this out. How good is that going to look? You happy with it? It's kind of got that sinister look, hey? A lagoon yacht.
It looks good.
Because when you think of a lagoon, you think race yacht, right?
Exactly. Just needs a big racing stripe.
And so what's different is green is black instead of grey, because we've got the grey. So a few days ago I triple wrapped this and it's all just been dead tight. So we've got no electric winches, so I've been able to slowly unwind it using this winch, which is kind of cool. And just like that, finally fixed it. It's given the boat a clean, but you can see how good these decals look. They look just I think this is going to be one of the better looking lagoons out there, but I'm biased because it's mine.
049
Yep.
467.
And what's his name?
His name is David, D-A-V-I-D.
And it's his birthday?
Your name gets brought up in my household.
All right, so he's got no idea I'm going to call?
Hello?
Who's this?
Who's that?
You go first.
You ring me.
It's Senior Detective Hayes.
Oh, okay, no worries, mate.
No, it's not. Oh, he hung up. Oh, shit. Shit.
Why are you texting me?
It's Danny Hayes, mate.
Oh, hey.
You know, I think you watch me on YouTube.
Yeah, I do.
No, your gorgeous daughter Imogen reached out about a couple of months ago and asked, and we've... Yeah, can't believe you hung up on a cop. So just letting you guys know, I've bought another PLB. So this is a satellite one, so if it's activated, it'll go to the satellites and I'll be able to be located. So I'm going to wear it around my neck, or I'm going to clip it onto my shorts. So I'm just going to get in the habit of wearing it. It's small. It's not going to be intrusive. That way, if I do go overboard without a life jacket, I've got a good chance of being found. So I'm just registering it online.